everybody, so we're back, Steve's house, for another visit. I did a video here a short while ago testing a spirit box, my very first spirit box video. I also did a video here testing some ghost hunting apps. Well, I'm back here tonight with Andre. He's behind the camera, just helping me out with this. We're going to do ghost hunting apps, volume 2. We're going to try out a few different ones that I found, see if they work out. I know some of them are pretty popular on YouTube. So let's see if they work in Steve's house. Let's get into it. So we're going to try out the Ghost Talker Lite app. I've never used this one, so we're going to see if we can figure out how it works.
Hot. Argue. Give.
Hello? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here with us?
Feeling. Short.
Are you calling us short, or are you saying you're short? Do you have a name?
Concentrate. Reveal. Disaster. Sleep. Attack. Impress.
This is kind of weird. I don't know if it's just
Advise. Deborah.
Deborah. Oh, see,
Open.
you're just giving us a bunch
Enemy.
of random words.
Accident. Tower.
See, I don't know what all these sensors mean, if they're even anything, because even if I hold it still, it's still reading something on the gyroscope, and I'm not rotating it. So I don't know if they mean anything. So let's
Final. Young.
I'm calibrating to see if that makes any changes. And right on the top left-hand corner of the
Female.
screen, you may notice that it says upgrade to access logs and custom
Shoot.
dictionary. So you can probably
Open.
get it to say whatever you want it to
Strike.
say. So we're just going to walk
Black.
over this way a little bit
Spiritual.
and just see.
Nasty. Train.
Well, it is nasty
Crazy.
over here, but crazy train.
Sorry.
Oh, must be an Aussie
Wrong.
fan.
Decide.
Yeah, I'm about ready to shut this
Office.
one off. Well, there is an office over
Education.
there. That's interesting.
Wake.
Well, some of the words are very
Sister.
coincidental.
Wonder.
Let's,
Great.
you know what, I'm going to grab the light off the wall
Blue.
here.
Prepare. Surprise.
Surprise!
Wish. Rule. Head.
We're going to take a walk to another room with this thing going.
Green. Nature. Free. Talk. Dark. Spiritual. Beach. Opposite.
I just want to see
Middle. No.
if it has anything to say
Wish.
about the
Refuse.
room that we're
Medical.
looking at now.
Resist. True.
I mean, show you on
Before.
camera
Beautiful.
what the
Low.
room looks like now that we're standing in front of. I don't want to say anything in case there's some kind of
Science.
detector. No, nothing to do with science in this room.
Recover.
Nah.
Power.
I think I'm ready to
Ambition.
shut this app off.
Argue. Remember.
This is the Ghost Talker
Nation.
Lite, and
Wish. Calm.
it really just
Sincere.
seems to be.
Sister.
I'm going to pause you because you just keep talking. The more I talk, the more it talks. It just seems to be a built-in dictionary. So we're going to shut this one off and load up the next app. Off she goes. So this one is called Ghost Finder, Ghost Hunting Pro Tools. So it looks like it's an M1, a Ghost Box, a REM Pod, which is another ghost hunting tool, all in one. I haven't tried this one either. First time. Let's see what happens here. Handheld paranormal device. Do you want to use ghost box without time limits? So this is purporting to be for magnetic or EM. Whoops, we'll get rid of that. Put you back up. Cut that out. So this is looking like it's looking for magnetic anomalies, which are supposed to indicate possible spiritual presences. So we're going to walk over this way. And I'm just going to turn so that the light's on there. And we are getting nothing. Andre, you've got a pretty powerful flashlight in your pocket, right?
I do.
So if you hold it in front of the phone, if this thing works, it should. There's a lot of battery power in there, a lot of metal, and it's not really doing anything. So we're not getting anything there. Thank you.
And yes, it does work.
Yeah, there are batteries in there, so. I still, when people claim that phones can do this, I have my doubts. I'm gonna put the sensitivity to 200%. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. And we will just walk this way. And we haven't seen really any change in this thing yet. And we know there's no electricity in this house. So if you really brought a magnetometer in here, it would get nothing unless there were energies present. Okay, let's try this REM thing. So this should be just words that it happens to pick up. I don't know if it will pick up any words or not. Is there anybody here with us? Are there any names? Any friends that want to say hello? Make sure the volume's up on my phone. Yeah, the volume's up on my phone. So, either this thing doesn't work, or there are no ghosts here. I get my light, and we're going to move to the kitchen. And just see. Again, we didn't really get anything in this house with a spirit box, with any of the other ghost hunting apps. This one at least is giving us nothing, which is actually far more promising than any of the others, believe it or not. Because that means it's not making things up. So we're in the kitchen now. We still haven't done anything on that. So I'm going to go to the ghost box, which I think is just a spirit box app. We'll see when we get there. And I think it may be on a time limit. So we'll see what happens with it. Let's go. Nope, so we've got tuner input. And it doesn't let me do anything. Multi-channel AM FM radio. Yeah. It's probably one of those apps where you have to pay to unlock certain features. It probably doesn't work unless you pay, and then when you pay, it will magically give you responses. Let's see what this is. Ghost Finder Pro. We are the PIT, Paranormal Investigation Team. On our channel, you'll find horror-themed adventures and entertainment that we experience firsthand with our team. So yeah, you have to get Ghost Finder Pro, and then you'll probably have stuff happening miraculously. So, I'm going to say this one's probably nothing, unless you pay. then it might do something for you. Or it might not, but you'll have paid, so you might feel better knowing that you paid for an app that may or may not work. But I wouldn't use this app. It claims to do too much. So we'll close this one. Move on to the next one. Let's try it. So, it's super humid out tonight. We're roasting in this house. There's zero airflow. It's a little bit warm, but we're pressing on anyway. So we've got this app here now called GhostTube SLS. And it's supposed to detect motion and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hand it to Andre so that he can film me with the app and the phone, just so that you can see kind of what it looks like. And then we're going to walk around a bit and point it at things and see if we actually detect anything like me, only not me, if you catch my drift. Some other person who we can't see, but this app apparently picks up. So I'm going to hand the phone to Andre so he can record and show just what it looks like when you have a person on the SLS. And you can probably see, hopefully, lines moving around.
Yeah.
Get an idea of just what it does. So I'll take that back. Now we're going to walk down to this back corner. I'm going to keep the lights because we need the camera to be able to see some stuff. And we'll just see if the SLS happens to pick up anything. Well, follow me, Andre.
Yeah.
These hallways are very narrow, so it's fun for Andre and I to walk down here. This is one of the creepier downstairs rooms. Fans all nice and droopy. I'm just gonna... It's a beautiful room, photographically. It just looks great. And we're not getting any movement in there. So we'll turn around. Don't mind the blackout for a second. As we search, we're gonna go into this other room. Keep the lights so we can see. And no people. No people in the closet. That's good, because we already walked by the dark closet. So now, we'll try and manage to go up the stairs into the master bedroom and see how that works out with Andre and I going up the stairs together without falling down. So, if you happen to lose the camera for a second, I apologize. I just want to give these apps a walkthrough as you'd use them if you're trying to do an investigation. Stairs are getting more rickety in this house. Oh, and our time. Oh no, we can still swipe for what? So this upstairs area, in one of my videos when I was talking about the Ouija board, the blinds went crazy up here, which was kind of interesting. But again, using this like you would in an investigation, we're just not getting anything here. That doesn't mean that this app in particular doesn't work. We're just not getting anything here with it. But I'm going to try it out in some other places because it could have some potential. Anyway, let's shut it off and go to the most popular app that we're going to test tonight. So, Oh, this one's got a magnetometer, a ghost dictionary, hello, a visualizer, and you can actually record through the app. I know a lot of YouTubers use this particular app for ghost hunting. I don't want it looking at me though. So, it's got some words loaded, it's listening. You just want to know if anybody happens to be here with us. Is there anybody that happens to be in this house? Can we try your flashlight again, bringing it close to the phone? Because this apparently has a magnetometer. It actually went down a little bit when it should be going up. Ooh. Oh. That's interesting.
Okay, cool.
So the magnetometer anyway seems to light up when we bring it close to, just see, yeah, several times. But over here we got nothing. And if I pass my phone or my hand, nothing. So high power flashlight at least seems to do something. So maybe the magnetometer thing does work. That would be cool if it does. Like I said, I know this is a popular app. I know a lot of people on YouTube use this one. I haven't tried it out yet. I know you can record directly through the app as well. Actually, if I turn it sideways, does it? Oh yeah, it does that too. So I could actually shoot horizontal video. Shh, I'm not a fan of vertical video. Don't tell anybody I said that. But yeah, this is interesting so far. Still haven't got any words from it yet, so I can pick up the lights. And we'll move around a little bit. Maybe this app does work. I know guys on YouTube seem to get a few responses with it. So it might be something to play with in other places. As I've said before, we've never picked up anything even close to legitimate in this house. But I think this app shows a little bit of promise for something to use anyway, in conjunction with the spirit box that I already have. Oh. Cut out the Instagram swipes. You know what? Let's go out on the back porch by the hand-drawn Ouija board. So we're out on the back porch now. It's a little bit louder out here, just because of the industry in the area. And on the ground there, buried under the rubble, is the hand-drawn Ouija board. I'm not touching it. I refuse to touch it. And given all the destruction in this house, it looks like everybody else has refused to touch it too. It's funny how that works. Let's just put this close to it and see if we happen to get any sort of magnetic increase. No. Okay. So, I think this is an app that might deserve a more in-depth review and a video for itself. It definitely has some promise. So, I think that'll be it for our quick test of these 4 apps. The SLS has some promise. This ghost tube definitely has some promise, just based on the magnetometer alone. I want to try it in a few more places before I discount it. But I would recommend to people anyway to try ghost tube. But just based on what I've seen on YouTube and what I've experienced myself here, it might be something. Gonna have to play with it some more to find out. Anyway, let's shut this off. We'll walk around the house a little bit more, and then we'll say goodnight. So that's it for tonight's ghost hunting app test, volume 2. Tried 4 different ones that I haven't tried before. A couple of them I'm going to actually use on investigations just to see what they do in other situations, because I am actually genuinely curious about them. They look interesting to me. So with that said, check out my ghost hunting playlist. I've got several videos there. I've got more coming. The goal is to have something ghost hunting related every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. That's the goal. I'm hoping to stick to that. Please like, subscribe, leave comments if you hear sounds. I'm never going to put on the screen what I think I hear in any of my ghost hunting videos. So if you hear something, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.